So that's North Scottsdale. As you go further south, you enter into like the central Scottsdale corridor along Shea. And one of the most popular communities is the McCormick and Gainey Ranch area. Now, what do you think of when you think of these neighborhoods?
The green belts. Yeah. You know, I don't feel like you're out there like in the desert so much because there's so much green and you're just spending time outdoors. There's water around there,
Those
golf around there. Yeah,
it's
it's a fun, cool area. Every time we're over there, there's people on the green belt riding their bikes or skateboarding down or taking walks or running or whatever it is.
I would call it an urban active lifestyle. So not so much the outdoorsy lifestyle that you might see in North Peoria. You're going to see that urban active lifestyle where people are jogging through, footpaths. They're riding their bikes, but you're still in the city and you're still well within like close to things to do, that kind of stuff. So we're going to look at McCormick Ranch for this sample size, and I pulled homes that sold between $950 and $1 million, and I found, and tell me if this is about what you would expect, I think so. Overwhelmingly, these are built from 1979 to 1990. That was when a lot of this started growing in Scottsdale.
They're not old, they're just a little bit older than what you'd see up in North Scottsdale, which makes sense when the valley went.
Yeah.
Like that.
And during that time, that was one of the highest population increases in the valley's history, too. So that makes a lot of sense, particularly in that area. Now, these homes have typically between 3 and 5 bedrooms, between, again, 2,000 and 3,000 square feet. But these are mostly going to be like ranch-style single-level homes.
For sure, typically. And now when you're back in McCormick Ranch, you're usually going to see larger lots again.
Yeah.
Just because it's an older neighborhood built further back and they weren't trying to compact as many homes on space.
Yeah, it's interesting to think that at one point that would have been the outskirt, So this home is a little on the lower side. Again, this sold for $970. This also has a 6,800 square foot lot, really similar to the example we just showed in North Scottsdale, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath at 2,000 square feet. This does not have a pool, which again, on those smaller lots, you're less likely to have it, especially if there's already a community pool. But I thought that this was really nice. It had some really nice, tasteful updates, and the exterior, elevation is really typical of what we see in that area.
Yeah, this to me is sort of, I guess, really like that last house you showed up in North Scottsdale, in the sense that this is something you'd see people downsizing to. It's not a big house, 2,100 square feet. But it's completely updated and there's not a lot that you have to do there.
Now, if we were to look at another example that might be on the higher end at 1.1, I think this is a really great one. This one sold on San Simon by Berkshire Hathaway, and this is 4-bed, 2.5 bath, a little larger though, just below 2,500 square feet, and a bit larger lot at over 9,000 square feet.
Still no pool.
Still no pool, which is kind of surprising, but I mean, look at the upgrades in the kitchen. That's gorgeous. So I think what you're paying for here is more of those updates, a little more square footage, but again, a lot of this community, they're not spending a lot of time at home. They're out, they're enjoying the lifestyle of McCormick and Gainey Ranch. So, maybe they're just enjoying the amenities outside of the home a little bit more.
Yep.
So as we're rounding this out, I wanted to talk about the East Valley. Every other year or so, Chandler and Gilbert end up on one of those, lists that go viral of the best places to live in the country. It's just a part of the suburb of Phoenix that people really love. So what do you think of when you think of East Valley?
I think it's just newer, feels very community. They're a very tight group of people.
Very family driven, good schools.
100%.
Yeah.
Just very strong support in those communities, both Chandler and Gilbert.
I actually like that. I never thought about it as really community driven, just that word specifically, but that makes total sense.
And both, there's a lot to do out in both areas of Chandler and Gilbert.
Yeah.
Both have great downtowns, good food.
Incredible entertainment, things to do.
Yeah, there's a lot. I love it out there.
So I know it is funny because anytime we're helping our clients out there and we're driving out, we're seeing the neighborhoods, we always have that moment where we're like, could we make it out there?
Yeah, the difficulty for us is it is still too far.
It's less central, so if we have people who need us in Peoria, it's hard.
Yeah, we'd be having to refer those sort of deals out, I feel like, because it is, that's part of the valley, just how flat and spread it is.
Yeah.
And both Chandler and Gilbert go that way. They're both further out.
Southeast.
But, again, both close to freeways, easy access. You got a lot of business out there, growing and growing.
And we've had quite a few clients who, like, they might work from home and it just doesn't matter so much where they live. And so that lifestyle aspect of having the community, having the things to do, and really having, that family-driven lifestyle is really important to them.
A lot of the homes we sell in those areas are newer too.
Yeah.
So there is, there's some older communities out there that are really cute and charming, but a lot of what you see is newer build. Not necessarily built right now, but like within the last 20 years.
Yeah, I think anything new by Phoenix's standards is like post 2000.
Yeah, that's what I feel like I see in those neighborhoods.
So it used to be that Chandler and Gilbert, you could really get a deal. Not so much anymore in certain price points, but you can still get a pretty great home at that $1 million price point. So let's start with Chandler, and then we'll move our way east to Gilbert.
Okay.
With Chandler, I pulled homes that sold between $940,000 and $1 million. And again, now that you might see as we're going into the suburbs, we're looking at these big boy houses. We're getting a lot more square footage. These are going to average between 4 and 6 bedrooms, 3,500 and 4,600 square feet on the average, but some are even closer to 5,000, which is super cool. And the ones that I pulled all had all had been built after 2007.
Right, and I would assume that these all have, like the one that you pulled, larger lots. This one's 18,000 square feet, so quite a bit of space to enjoy and hang out at.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the one that I found that I thought was a really good sample. So this one has 6 bedrooms plus a rec room, which is super cool. It was almost 4,500 square feet, over 18,000 square foot lot, which is pretty dang good. And what I loved about this too is it had that big 3-car garage. I mean, so much space. It did not have a pool.
Yeah, where's the pool?
Plenty of room to add one, though.
There is a lot of room to put a pool in, but it is strange that...
Because a lot of these homes have pools.
Yeah, many of them will.
What I love about this home, so this was a semi-custom home, which you'll see a lot of in this area of town where, at some point people found these larger lots and just built their semi-custom homes. The windows, like the custom features on this house, were super cool in that great room, which I thought was really nice. Finishing with Gilbert, I actually, there are a lot of parts of Gilbert and Chandler that like seem like they kind of overlap, right? But the part of Gilbert that I just fall in love with every time we're out there is the Morrison Ranch master plan community.
It's
and
beautiful.
we have to talk about it, right?
Yeah, if I was moving to Gilbert, that's where I want to be.
100%. So unbelievably gorgeous. I was actually talking to another agent out of Texas. He'd referred a client out to us, and we were talking about the differences in our markets. And he said, Phoenix is so awesome. Metro Phoenix is so awesome, but the stucco, right? Because like the main theme of homes in Phoenix in a lot of areas is we have like this stucco, natural, tan looking, like just aesthetic, not in Morrison Ranch.
Yep. Definitely done away with it. And that's Morrison Ranch. I think Morrison Ranch is only 15 years old.
Yeah.
As a community.
Morrison Ranch is tree-lined streets, grass front yards, craftsman-style homes, wood panel, like beautiful rock detail on the pillars, these great porches. I mean, they really embody that like front yard living, kids playing on the street, just gorgeous.
Yep.
The trees for me, like it's the trees for me, right?
It's not so deserty.
Yeah. Now Gilbert too was like a farming town for a long time, a huge roots and farming community. So Morrison Ranch is going to be surrounded by some farmland. I mean, for now, 10, 20 years from now, who knows what's going to happen. But tons of things to do, really great restaurants. One of our favorite spots is down there in Agritopia.
Agritopia?
Oh God. Agritopia. I guess I'm not moving to Gilbert anytime soon.
No, anytime I'm showing, every time I go out there to show a house or our listings that we have out there, I stop there every single time. Get a beer and pizza. I
mean, it's a whole day. Like, it's an event. So let's look at Morrison Ranch homes. So I pulled these. These were homes that had sold between $940,000 and $1 million. You're going to have a little less value here, right? So 4 beds to 5 beds, right? A little lower on the end of like 3,000 to 4,500 square feet. Still a large home by any standard. And they're going to be newer, but I just think that you're getting a smaller lot. You're probably not going to have, you're less likely to have pools for sure than in some parts of town.
Well, some of these homes are newer and they,
Right.
you know, you're building the pool after the fact.
Yeah, there are still communities in Morrison Ranch that are being built and developed right now, which are absolutely phenomenal, like unbelievably beautiful.
So this home that you selected here does happen to have a pool, listed by, what was this? This was Cactus Mountain Properties.
Adorable.
Beautiful.
This is the quintessential $1 million home in Morrison Ranch. Like, the porch is so fantastic. The kitchen is beautiful. There's a playroom for the kids. A lot of these are great for like large family homes with those larger bedrooms, plus a game room or a rec room, which is super cool.
There's plenty of space in this one. It is 2-story. You'll see more of that out there, I believe, too.
Yeah, because smaller lot, they want to make sure that they can consolidate the square footage, right?
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that to me is like quintessential living in Morrison Ranch right there. That is like the pinnacle of living in Gilbert.
This property almost looks like it could have been a model home.
Yeah, it does.
But you can get a beautiful place for just over $1 million right there.
Okay, so after looking at all these communities, where is the best value and where is the place to be?
Well, I mean, it depends on what sort of lifestyle you live, but best value to me is probably Peoria.
I agree.
You know, where do you want to be? To me, it's a whole different question. It's all dependent on who you are and what you do. For me, it's still Central Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would love to be out in the Gilbert area, but it's not.
It's not conducive to our lifestyle as realtors who serve all of Metro Phoenix.
Exactly. Well said.
And so if you are wondering what living in one of these communities might look, or if you're considering a buy or sell, you can always book a time to chat with us at the link in the caption below. We can hop on a quick call, talk about where you're at right now and where you want to be. And if it seems like we can help, we'll share more about what we do, and we'll decide if working together makes sense.
Yeah, and maybe we can do this on a different price point in the next few weeks.
Yeah, I think that we'll definitely have to do this because I actually had a lot of fun going through this video.
Yeah, give people some more ideas of what the Valley has to offer.
Yes.
So thanks for joining us. We will see you next week.